because of that, the National Weather Service has issued lakeshore flood warnings along most of the lake shore here. You're going to see beach erosion, flooding of low-lying areas because those wave heights are going to be around 10 to 12 feet down in the southern area of the lake and 8 to 12 feet in the northern area of the lake. And because of these cool temperatures for tonight, that is why the National Weather Service has issued these freeze warnings for really most of the lower peninsula. These blue counties along the lake shore, those are frost advisories, but the freeze warnings are for temperatures below 32 degrees. Crops will be damaged or killed. So going into your evening tonight, we're going to be seeing some of this cloud cover sticking around. That's going to keep some of that daytime heating in. So as we go into the overnight hours, we're going to see temperatures pretty much plateauing right at 28 degrees. That cloud cover sticking around again provides a nice thermal blanket for us here in mid-Michigan.
We're now joined by forecaster Matt Mondro. How's our weather looking this week?
Well, it's been a little bit gloomy yesterday, today. Good news is that we do have some nicer weather coming up tomorrow. We've got some partly cloudy skies, temps up into the 40s. The warming trend is going to continue as well, but I will have your full forecast and your full 7-day forecast in just 3 minutes. Now tomorrow, if you're also looking to head out to a cider mill around the area, it is going to be that perfect sweater weather. We can see temperatures getting up close to 50 degrees by the afternoon, that cloud cover filtering through, and we will be sunny by the evening going into the late PM hours as well. So again, tomorrow, get out there, enjoy those cinnamon donuts and that apple cider. Going to be a good day to do it. By 8 o'clock tomorrow, that cold front will be right along the lake shore, and that's when we're going to see the most rain out of this system, and then that cold air moving in behind it. With a look at the next 3 days, it is going to be quite spooky. Temperatures not getting over 40 degrees at all, and then the rest of the spooky 7-day forecast, it's still going to remain chilly until we get into next week, just a tad bit warmer up into the 40s, but it's funny how here in Michigan we think that 40s are warm now, but still we can see again quite a wet 7 days ahead of us, rain, snow all mixed in, and really our next major snowmaker is going to be later on after the weekend, and we do have that time change this weekend as well. The next thing I want to talk about are some items to keep with you in your car during the winter time. So you're going to want to make sure that you have a snow brush and ice scraper, food that is easy to prepare and doesn't go bad very quickly, also a good roadside emergency kit with jumper cables, first aid, and some tools, and even something like a blanket. If you ever get stranded, something like this will be good to help keep you warm. And with those colder temperatures, as Justin mentioned, getting those coats out of your closet, make sure you got some gloves and a scarf because it is starting to get chilly again.
There you go.
Where did those come from?
These are mine. I brought them from home.
Okay.
So the weather might be really cold on Halloween, but in here, when we have our broadcast, it's not going to be too bad. You guys know what you were dressing up as for Halloween for that broadcast?
Well,
no.
I have my costume picked out, but again, I'm not going
Oh
to
my
say
God.
what it is. I will tell you that it is a superhero.
All right.
So
Oh
that's
my
your
goodness.
hint.
Big clue.
I don't know, just think, who does he remind you of? Who does he look like?
Thor.
Yeah.
Well, Mid-Michigan, today we started off pretty decent actually, kind of clear, a little chilly though. I actually did have to scrape some frost off of my car this morning, but then afternoon today things started to take a turn. That's when we've seen some of those showers rolling into the area. First I want to take a look at some of the wind speeds around the region here. We can see as we go up north and further west, some of those wind speeds increase and getting up into the double digits along the lakeshore. And because of that, the National Weather Service has issued lakeshore flood warnings, and they expire tomorrow evening up north, and then tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock down south here. But again, they're seeing wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour off of Lake Michigan. That's causing some beach erosion and some flooding of low-lying areas. So if you're heading out west tonight or tomorrow, keep an eye out for that. But taking a look at the radar around the region right now, we can see these are some of these first showers that we've seen rolling through the area this afternoon, but we're keeping an eye on the second round. That's forming over here in Wisconsin. So as we zoom out here, we can see that low pressure system. That's going to be fast tracking through the lower peninsula tonight. It's going to bring us some showers, though it has started to occlude. That's what the purple front is here, so that means that we aren't going to have too sharp of a temperature drop tonight. So if you're down in Elma this evening at 6 o'clock, it's going to be fairly decent still, 53 degrees. Some of those scattered showers, mainly overcast, but still be prepared for a couple of sprinkles, and those winds are going to be about 7 miles per hour. But fast forwarding to midnight, those winds are going to increase up to 11. That's when we're going to see those showers moving in and those temperatures not changing too much. The clouds are helping to bring or keep some of that daytime heat in. But then as we fast forward later on, that's when we're going to see temperatures dropping off a little bit more. So our rain chances this evening, they really top off around 10 o'clock. That's when we're going to see the greatest chance. And then as we go further into the early morning hours, that's when we're going to see those chances dropping back off again. But we do have a possibility for some lake effect showers tomorrow. So again, tonight, those lows of 43 degrees, showers, west-southwest winds, fairly moderate, 5 to 10 miles per hour, but then going into the next 48 hours, that's when we're going to see that low-pressure system along with the fronts making its way through. And as we head into the afternoon hours tomorrow, it's going to be windy, wind gusts up in the 30s. We really have the perfect conditions for some of those lake effect showers tomorrow, which can be hit or miss. So really just keep an eye out for those tomorrow. Make sure you have some of that rain gear ready just in case, but we are going to remain cloudy though still, besides the showers. And then as we head into Thursday, that's when we're going to see that high pressure moving in from the north. That's going to set us up for some nice conditions on Thursday and Friday. But I'll have a full 7-day forecast towards the end of the broadcast. We're going to send it back to Lauren. Well, thank you, Justin, for that sports update. First, I want to take a look at those temperatures real quick. We can see Clare starting to dip down below the 50s, but in the rest of the area here, we're still hanging on just to those low 50s, so a little bit warmer than yesterday, actually. But this rain that we're seeing tonight, we're going to get the majority of it tonight. By tomorrow morning around 5 a.m., that's where we're going to have the most of it. But then after that, those lake effect showers are only going to add about another 0.05 of an inch, so really not too much in the way of rain for us here in mid-Michigan. So with those wind gusts tomorrow, or sustained winds rather, they are going to be quite strong. Down in our southern zone, we can see they'll be sustained between 20 and 25 miles per hour. Up in Isabella County and Midland County, slightly slower, but still around that 20 mile per hour mark. And then up in our northern county, Clare County, we're going to be seeing those wind speeds sustained between 15 and 20 miles per hour. So tomorrow here on campus, expect a high of 50 degrees. Again, windy. That spotty rain as well because of some lake effect showers, and as we head into the next 3 days, that's when we're going to see temperatures slightly increasing towards the end of the week, and we are clearing out, but then over the next 7 days, that's when we're going to see temperatures getting up into the 60s by the end of the weekend and early next week. But then our next round of rain won't be until early next week around here in mid-Michigan.